Hello and welcome to Election Exchange. We're tracking phase 4. 96 constituencies are going to polls today across 10 states in Union Territories. Now, in this phase, last time around in 2019, the BJP won 42 seats, but the YSR Congress had won 22. And this is why the state of Andhra Pradesh could be very crucial in the elections today. All 175 seats in the Andhra Assembly and 25 Lok Sabha seats are going to polls today. Whoever wins Andhra Pradesh in a big way could make a big impact at the national level. We have been seeing Andhra Pradesh playing a big role in government formation in a few Lok Sabha elections. Telangana will also be very important. The latest word that we get from BJP leaders is that they expect the party to make big gains in states like Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and West Bengal as well. West Bengal will be crucial this time around. You've got 8 seats in West Bengal in this phase. You've got Behrampur, where you have Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary of the Congress party. He's been winning for 5 times. He's looking for a 6th term. And you also have Yusuf Pathan, the cricketer, against him as well. So it'll be an interesting contest to watch out for. Again, Krishnanagar is one seat where we will be seeing Mahua Moitra contest on a TMC ticket. You also have Asansol, where SS Aluwalia of the BJP is contesting from. If you look at West Bengal a little specifically, now let's bring up some graphics here. I'd like to show our viewers what happened in West Bengal in 2019. Out of those 42 seats, TMC got 22, BJP 18. So the BJP almost got more than half the seats in West Bengal. This time, they're looking to make more gains. Let's see if they can actually make that bigger dent in West Bengal this time around. If you bring up certain filters to see how the BJP and the TMC performed in phase 4, well, it was a close fight. Out of the 8 seats that are going to polls today, last time around in 2019, the TMC won 4, the BJP won 3, the Congress won 1 seat. And that was Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's seat of Behrampur, which is his real bastion. So let's see how the parties perform. It's going to be a close fight here. We have Kamalika, my colleague, who's joining us from West Bengal right now. Kamalika, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate the fact that you joined us despite a very difficult election process, and it's hard for reporters as well. I'd like to understand, West Bengal has seen the highest percentage of polling so far. It's more than 50%. What's the big trend really coming from the ground? The voters that you're tracking, what do they tell you about? What's the one big thought that comes to their mind before they cast their vote? Where are you standing right now?
See, right now I'm in Baharampur. Big fight out here. This is the only Congress bastion, rather Adhir's bastion. Whether Adhir can hold up to his bastion, or Yusuf Pathan really can give a googly to Adhir Chaudhary, that we'll have to see on 4th June. But definitely this is the seat, the most important seat. Here we have more than 70% minority voters. Now there where the factor is in Baharampur. Most interesting thing till now in West Bengal polls from the morning, there has been in Baharampur there is almost no such violence incidents, but Adhir Chaudhary is visiting each and every, a lot of booths and all. But right now he can't accompany so many cars, CRPF cars, so he has been stopped by police. All this, there are some allegation, counter allegation, but definitely this time the people of Baharampur has to think, because Adhir will be, this is the 6th time he's contesting. He is considered as to be, he has a Robin Hood image. He will not lose. That was a myth. But the fact is, Yusuf Pathan, who is equally very much, he's a cricket celebrity, he's a Pathan, and definitely the 73% minority vote bank. Which side will that go? That is very important. Here the doctor who is contesting for BJP, he has a local contact. So in this way, in Hindi it is said that Adhir is in Dharm Sankat. That's the game this time in Baharampur, where we cannot say that Adhir is really, he's going to win. Definitely there is a very tough fight this time. It's the first time Adhir Chaudhary is facing such a big fight. We'll really have to see, but Adi seems to be confident. We have spoken to him a couple of times today of the whole day. He says that no matter what with BJP, TMC, and the interesting factor is India Alliance versus India Alliance. Adhir is the person for which India Alliance did not took place in Bengal, and that's why Trinamool Congress wanted to give him a lesson, and that's why Yusuf Pathan is there. So the minority vote bank factor, the majoritarian vote might go to a little bit of saffron camp. That's a big story from Baharampur. Second big fight is Krishnanagar. Ranima versus Mahua Maitra. Mahua has her own smartness, but Mahua has that expulsion tag on her. Mahua has that tag of, this cash for query, and all those things are there. Having said all this, there is also in two of the assembly constituencies, the majoritarian vote is more. And there the Ranima might create some hole. That's the thing, and there also a very interesting fight. Then we come to Durgapur, Bardhaman Durgapur, former state BJP president Dilip Ghosh versus former cricketer Kirti Azad. Here Dilip Ghosh's car has been broken today, but there is going to be a tough fight. Dilip Ghosh feels that he's a sportsman, he's the go-getter of the party, he'll get it, and there are non-Bengali votes. On the other hand, Kirti Azad feels that the Mahamati Manu slogan, the Lokir Bandar concept of Mamata Banerjee will really get in votes for him. Next big fight is Asansol, where Shatrughan Sinha and S.S. Ahluwalia. Remember, Asansol is the seat where Babul Supriyo for the very first time in 2014. Babul took that seat for BJP. So first two seats from Bengal, and one of the seats were Asansol. Shatrughan Sinha joined TMC, won the by-election by 3 lakhs vote. What's going to happen there? There's also not been much of violence reported from there. This is also one of the interesting factors this time. So these are out of this eight seats this time. These are all the big fights, star-studded fights. And let me tell you, everybody seems to be happy this time. So which way the vote is swinging, that we'll really have to wait.
Right. Thank you very much, Kamalika. From West Bengal, let's move on to Madhya Pradesh, where you're looking at 8 seats going to polls. And we're talking about West and Southwestern Madhya Pradesh. Now, many of these are tribal-dominated regions, including Ratlam. The BJP had won these seats last time around. Even this time, they continue to be strong contenders in this region. But there are at least 2 to 3 seats where there could be a close contest between the Congress and the BJP. Look at the vote share. All 8 seats in this region. In fact, the whole of Madhya Pradesh had been won by the BJP, except for Chhindwara, which is Nakul Nath and Kamal Nath's constituency. So let me go across to Manoj Sharma, who's joining us this afternoon. Manoj, how's been the voting percentage like in Madhya Pradesh? Where are you, and what are some of the close contests you're watching out for?
Parikshit, right now I am at Devas. This is Jamgod village. This is model Gram Panchayat, and I would like to tell you that this is the model polling center in Devas constituency. This is, it's part of Malwa. And what is important here? First, let me show you mood of the voters. Then I will tell you the poll arithmetic of the area, particularly this Malwa area, which is otherwise considered as the stronghold of the BJP. So this is the selfie point. So, आपने डाल दी वोट? हाँ डाल दी। तो क्या लग रहा है? अच्छा लग रहा है। आप जब वोट डाल रहे थे तो क्या सोच के डाल रहे थे?
अभी क्या सोच के डाल रहे थे? डाल दिया हमने।
तो आप अपनी वोट से क्या चाहते हो?
क्या चाहते हैं? मोदी भैया को जीतना चाहते हैं और क्या?
मोदी भैया को जीतना चाहते हैं। आप बताइए, आप घूंघट में हैं, शर्माएंगी तो नहीं ना बताने में?
नहीं, मोदी जी को जिताना चाहते हैं हम।
अच्छा।
हाँ।
किसानों के लिए मोदी जी को जिताना चाहते हैं।
क्यों जिताना चाहते हैं, उसका कारण?
विधवा पेंशन चालू है हमारी, और मोदी जी को जिताना चाहते हैं। विधवा पेंशन बढ़नी चाहिए अब।
विधवा पेंशन आगे आइए जरा, आप बताइए आप क्या सोचते हो? आ जाओ। आपने जब वोट दबाया, आपकी पहले उंगली दिखाइए, पहले आपकी उंगली दिखाइए, आपने वोट जो डाली ये देखिए, इन्होंने भी वोट डाली है। जब आपने वोट डाली तो आपकी वोट देश को, आपके समाज को, आपके शहर को, आपकी लोकसभा को कहाँ ले जाए?
विकास की ओर।
तो यही सोच के वोट डाला आपने?
हाँ।
तो इसके पहले जब आप डालती थी तो आपकी वोट कारगर साबित होती थी?
पहली बार ही वोट डाला है।
ओ, ये तो बड़ी खुशखबरी है। देखिए, परीक्षित इन्होंने पहली बार वोट डाला है, लेकिन ये बड़ी मॉडल पंचायत है। और यहाँ पीछे आप देखिए, यू कैन सी हाउ पीपल आर एंथुजियास्टिक टू कास्ट देयर वोट, बिकॉज एज फार एज दीज 8 Lok Sabha constituencies in Madhya Pradesh are concerned, which are going to poll today, Devas is leading with, more nearly 40% voting till 1 a.m. this afternoon. And as far as Indore is concerned, which is the commercial capital, and everybody is looking at Indore also. So I will tell you why Indore is lagging behind. Devas is leading, but Indore is lagging behind because there is no Congress candidate there in Indore. Akshay Kanti Bam, he was the Congress candidate, but he had withdrawn his candidature, his nomination papers on the last day of withdrawal of the nomination date. So there is no opposition for the BJP in its own bastion in Indore. But, Congress was supporting Nota, none of the above option. And that is why that Nota campaign was run by the Congress, and they are asking people to go for Nota, not to vote for any political party, though there are some 14 candidates in the fray in Indore. So Malwa is generally a bastion of the BJP. All 8 seats in this Malwa, which Malwa and Nimar region, which are going to polls today, were won by the BJP in 2019. But this time, people are looking at Indore. What is the percentage of votes for Nota? That is one important point and very worrying point for the BJP. BJP, particularly Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav, he tried his best to asking people not to waste their vote by casting their vote to Nota. And Ujjain seat, which is hometown of Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav, that is prestigious point for him, and he's camping over there. He did so many rallies and road shows there in the city of Mahakal in Ujjain, and he also, cast his vote in Ujjain in his hometown. So Ujjain is one important seat for the BJP, though it's BJP's bastion. And the another seat neighboring Ujjain is Dhar, tribal dominated seat, and where Congress is trying its best to turn the table. Leader of opposition in Madhya Pradesh Assembly, Umang Singar, he hails from Dhar constituency. So you can see some conflict there in Dhar. Another seat neighboring Dhar, that's again tribal dominated, Jhabua Ratlam constituency, where Kantilal Bhuria, former Union Minister of the Congress, he is in the fray. He is trying to do his best, though it's, it was won by the BJP in 2019. So we can sum it up that Malwa Nimar region, which is going to polls today, which is otherwise BJP's bastion, but there are only 2 seats where you can see some conflict between the Congress and the ruling BJP. Otherwise, in all other seats, it's a, you can even go to the extent of saying that it's a cakewalk for the BJP in Malwa region. And what is the important point to watch after on the 4th of June, when results would be out, is 2% of vote for Nota in Indore region. So again, I would like to talk to these voters. तो आप अपना इंतजार कर रहे हैं, परीक्षित देखिए कितनी तल्लीनता से बैठकर ये लोग इंतजार कर रहे हैं अपनी बारी आने का, कि इनकी बारी आए और ये अपने वोट डालने का अपना मतलब जो आपका अख्तियार है उसको पूरा करें। इतनी गर्मी में, धूप में, देखिए मुझे भी पसीने पसीने हो रहा हूँ मैं। आप इंतजार कर रहे हैं मगर?
हाँ जी, इंतजार कर रहे हैं जी। कब नंबर आए वोट?
कितनी देर से बैठे?
आधा घंटा हो गया।
तो वोट डालते समय आपको क्या लगता है, आपकी वोट क्या बदल देगी?
सरकार बदलेंगे, नहीं बदलेंगे सरकार।
अच्छा,
हाँ
जी। अच्छा, आप लोग जब वोट डालते हैं तो वोट डालते समय आपके जहन में, आपके दिमाग में क्या होता है?
विश्व के सबसे बड़े लोकतांत्रिक देश के हम निवासी, इसके लिए हमें गर्व है। और भारतीय संविधान ने हमें वयस्क मताधिकार का जो अधिकार दिया है उसका हम सही न्यायोचित तरीके से उपयोग कर रहे हैं और काफी खुशी हो रही है वोट डालते हैं।
तो दे आर हैप्पी to come here to cast their vote, and they are waiting for their turn to go inside this polling center. So Parikshit, this is the mood here in Malwa region, which is BJP's bastion, and only there in Dhar and Jhabua Ratlam constituency, we are waiting for some conflict between the BJP and the Congress.
All right, so let's see what happens, whether the BJP can continue its winning streak in Madhya Pradesh or not. Let me now go across to Andhra Pradesh now. Jude Sanith is also with us. We have Neetu Raghukumar as well. if we look at the state of Andhra Pradesh, the whole state is going to assembly polls. That is 175 seats in the assembly, 25 seats for Lok Sabha, 22 were won by YSR last time around. Two high-profile seats that we are watching out for. Rajampet, where Kiran Kumar Reddy, he was the last Congress chief minister from Andhra Pradesh. He has returned after a self-imposed exile on a BJP ticket, and he's fighting from Rajampet against Sheikh Bashir of the Congress, PB Midhun Reddy of the YSR Congress. Then you've got the Kadapa Lok Sabha seat, where there is an interesting contest as well. YS Sharmila of the Congress fighting against her cousin Avinash Reddy from the YSR Congress, and Chadipirala Bhupesh Reddy from the TDP. So TDP, the Jan Sena Party, the BJP hoping to make big gains in Andhra Pradesh to increase their overall tally. Jude, if I can come to you, you have been tracking both the states very closely. What's been the major poll plank of the NDA, of the Congress, of all opposition parties in the state of Andhra Pradesh over the last few days?
Well, in Andhra, remember, the BJP is looking to consolidate its presence, and that's largely the reason why they have stitched that alliance with the Telugu Desam parties, Chandrababu Naidu, even as both parties are hoping to upset the Jagan Mohan Reddy-led YSR Congress party. Now, remember, it's all the more reason to focus on this state for, all three parties involved. That's the TDP, the BJP, and the YSR Congress. Largely because there is a lot more at stake than just the Lok Sabha polls. Remember, the assembly in Andhra Pradesh is also seeking a mandate. So what's at stake there is also the chief minister's chair, especially after Jagan Mohan Reddy won his first term as Andhra chief minister back in 2019. So many issues concerning both the assembly and the Lok Sabha parliamentary constituency being discussed in Andhra Pradesh. There is a whole lot of focus on infrastructure, a whole lot of focus on the state capital issue. Remember, there's been so much of uncertainty with regard to the capital of Andhra. It's been seeing a bit of a seesaw battle, while Amaravati was declared as a greenfield capital city. The new government came in and changed the administrative makeup of the region. You're seeing a whole lot of administration happening from a city like Vijayawada, even as various other cities of importance, much like Tirupati or Visakhapatnam for that matter, have also held their own with regard to being significant cities there. So for the BJP in Andhra, it's a whole lot of cementing positions that they've held, even as they hope to make poll gains or electoral gains against Jagan, who is fighting re-election after his first term from the city, or from the state rather, even as 25 seats go to the polls as far as the parliamentary seat is concerned. Right here in Telangana, though, I'm coming to you from Secunderabad, and it's pretty much the same story, even as the BJP there hopes to cement its position. Back to you.
All right, I'm going to come back to you for the Telangana numbers and how things stand there, Jude, but also to focus on the constituency of Vijayawada. Neetu Raghukumar is joining us from Vijayawada in Andhra Pradesh. Neetu, this was a constituency won by K. Srinivas of the TDP in 2014, in 2019. How do things look for the TDP this time around? How tight is the contest?
Kesaneni Srinivas, or as he is popularly known as Kesaneni Nani, was a person who won from this constituency back in 2019. But what is interesting, Parikshit, is the fact that he is no longer with the TDP and he is a YSRCP YSRCP candidate from Vijayawada, and his brother is a TDP candidate from Vijayawada. Now, even in 2019, when YSRCP had a landslide victory, this was a constituency which stayed with the TDP, and they are hoping that it will continue. Now, as we know, the elections are for the 25 Lok Sabha seats and for the 175 assembly seats. So in both these, the TDP and the YSRCP is actually slugging it out between themselves, against themselves, trying to see who emerges victorious out of this. Now, the TDP is in an alliance with the BJP as well as the Jan Sena party of Pawan Kalyan, we'll have to wait and watch how this alliance will actually work out, because Pawan Kalyan, as an actor, is somebody who can draw large crowds, and also the caste arithmetic. So we'll have to wait and watch how this will help for the alliance as such in the larger context of Andhra Pradesh and all these seats. Now, Chandrababu Naidu is hoping that the issues that he has been raising, be it the development of Andhra Pradesh, the job opportunities, the development of the capital, he had done great work in developing Amravati as the capital, and once the Jagan Mohan Reddy government came into power, that was halted, and they proposed a 3 capital formula, which has not gone any further. So that is something the people of Andhra Pradesh also feel, that they don't have a capital at the moment. So that is something which is of concern. Chandrababu Naidu and the TDP hopes that all these, including the development and the job opportunities, is something which will help them. Meanwhile, the YSRCP and Jagan Mohan Reddy hopes that the welfare measures, the welfare activities, including the welfare pensions that he has brought in, and the promises of increasing these, will help him. On the ground, when we look at it, we can see that there is a clear urban-rural divide. In the rural areas, it's mostly, and especially among the women, we can see that the welfare policies of Jagan Mohan Reddy has had an impact. At the same time, in the urban areas, the aspirations are more youngsters saying that there are not enough job opportunities, and that is what they want to improve. So that is it if you look at on the ground what people feel. And also the alliance with the BJP, the critics say that, and even Jagan, they have been raising this issue, saying that this will actually impact the TDP, where they might not get all the minority votes.
Right. Thank you very much for summing up the battle in Vijayawada so well for us, Neetu. Let me go back to Jude Sanith right now. Jude, we're looking at the battle for Telangana. And just like Andhra Pradesh, Telangana will be very crucial for any bloc's fortunes. In Hyderabad, the battle will be between the incumbent Asaduddin Owaisi of the All India Majlis-e-Ittihadul Muslimin. He's defending his battleground. The BRS's Gaddam Srinivas Yadav and K. Madhvi Lata of the BJP. Give us a sense of the poll allegations which have been doing the rounds over the last 2 days, Jude.
You know, it's interesting that you bring up Hyderabad, Parikshit. Let's look at what's on offer, really. 17 crucial seats. We're talking about a vote count of 3.17 crore votes. That's for the state of Telangana itself. And rather crucially, the constituency of Hyderabad, remember, has been with the Owaisi family for decades now. Asaduddin Owaisi himself has been in power from the seat for close to 20 years, and he's meeting his challenger, or what the BJP would like to believe is his challenger in K. Madhvi Lata, who has been putting up what some would say is a spirited campaign. In fact, even quoting controversy as recently as today, going about checking the ID cards of several women voters, who were wearing a burqa and hijab in several polling booths, verifying their IDs. In fact, and a case has been booked against her for going about intimidating voters on polling day. So there's been a whole lot of controversy surrounding Madhvi Lata's candidature itself. In fact, I met her a little earlier this morning, and I asked her why there was so much religious polarization surrounding her campaign, and if that would impact her chances in any way whatsoever insofar as Hyderabad is concerned. And Pat came the reply, there is no religious polarization. If there's any polarization at all, it's 17 seats polarized in favor of the BJP come result day. So you're seeing a BJP candidate like Madhavi herself being extremely unapologetic about her political stance, her political religious stance in a sense, even as she's taking on a giant in Asaduddin Owaisi, who not only comes with 4 terms as the Hyderabad MP himself, but also, comes on the back of his family holding the seat before him. But very quickly, what are the poll issues as far as as far as Telangana is concerned? Well, development, infrastructure, yes, remember after the bifurcation of the state in 2013, there's been a lot of focus on Hyderabad as its growth and development hub, and many argue that focus hasn't quite spread to the hinterland of Telangana. And that's why seats like Warangal, seats like Karimnagar are so much in focus, because a lot of the electorate is looking to candidates there in terms of what they bring to the table really, insofar as development and infrastructure is concerned. But let's also not forget that there's a very crucial employment and jobs angle with regard to issues that matter to voters this time around. In fact, several young or first, second, third time voters that I spoke to, who were waiting in lines to cast their vote, said that to them, jobs and the quality of jobs would matter so much while going about casting their vote. So remember, while development and infrastructure, ever since 2014 at least, is so crucial to the electorate by and large while going about casting their votes, a number of young voters, a number of this demographic who've recently entered the new electoral rolls are talking about what matters to them, and it's jobs, and a whole lot more jobs. So while you're seeing an issue like religious polarization and development, take pride of place this election campaign, the jobs angle could be crucial for these 17 seats right here in Telangana.
Right, very important points there, Jude. In fact, the opposition, especially the Congress, has made this campaign largely about jobs, unemployment, poverty and inflation. And this is what has become the talking point in opposition ranks all across the country. So let's see how the BJP, the India Alliance, the AIMIM and the BRS perform this time around. We have been seeing how K. Chandrasekhar Rao has been campaigning across the length and breadth of the state, campaigning for all 17 candidates. He's been taking a bus ride despite his ill health. Just goes to show that it is a battle for survival for KCR and the BRS, which used to be called the TRS, the Telangana Rashtriya Samiti, earlier. On that note, we leave it for the moment. We are getting a polling picture. There has been an average polling of around 35% across the country, highest in states like West Bengal, which is over 50%. Let's hope people come out in large numbers. Watch out for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. They'll be crucial states this time. Also Srinagar, don't forget, 24 candidates in the fray in Srinagar, the highest in about 30 years. There were 12 candidates last time around. There's one woman candidate as well. There is a social media influencer who is also fighting the election in Srinagar. We'll keep getting you more updates from across the country. Be back with us in a short while from now.